bars are gonna sing this, right?
Because I don't say any of the names, so it's kind of hard.
Okay,
I realize it's supposed to be secret.
he
most
comes
really
back.
that song.
He comes back with
Yes.
transparent. He comes back with a transparent drink. It looks bubbly and everything,
Oh, I
and then
know.
he puts it down, and then he puts a pig
Umbrella.
inside with an olive.
I know this is called
Olive. Olive is one of the ingredients.
Would you like to try it? Okay. Or would you like to give your thirsty friends a drink?
Are you thirsty?
Oh, she's talking
Are
about
you
Rusty.
thirsty? Everybody except for him is thirsty. Okay. Guys, drink it. Drink it. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Drink it.
Okay, roll a perception.
16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay. You taste honey, vermouth, fish, fish guts,
Oh.
cucumber. That's
And
4.
olive.
And olive.
I thought there's only 3 ingredients.
Yes.
I don't get it. How do you taste the cucumber?
gotta choose.
No, you can just, yeah, you can just choose. Just choose.
Choose 3 anything.
I think it's olive.
No, you just need to guess 3.
Yeah,
It's
just
not,
need to guess 3.
It's not all drinks are made from 3
Yeah,
ingredients only.
yes.
You just have to guess 3. So just choose any 3.
Olive,
They're all correct.
honey,
Fish guts.
fish, and cucumber.
That's 4.
You get 100 silver. Ding!
Why would you put fish in a drink?
Well, it depends on your story, miss. It was fishy.
He's not
Trusty
wrong.
and Buddha.
So, buddy, would you like a drink? Rusty is talking too well to me.
The egg.
We could dip you in it. I don't know. Go for a shot.
Ha,
You can get it shot.
You can have some of mine, Velvet, and I pour the rest of mine.
I soak it up.
Really? Ah?
How does that work? Does everyone get things inside your
I know.
It
I was
was a
thinking.
sponge. She's like,
I can actually use horrid.
There was no
Yeah,
alcohol
they
in the
soak up
drink,
moisture.
so I had it.
oh, true.
But
Yeah.
in the
Oh, yeah.
smaller radius and not every.
I just had alcohol.
Yeah, it's all alcohol.
What's vermouth?
Vermouth is another type of alcohol.
What is vermouth? I'm
It's
researching.
a type of alcohol.
I don't know.
Okay, anyway, so let's have a cut here and let's see where has Cass been, okay?
That's a question.
Yeah. So, we have to see exactly where she's been, right? We have to rewind all the way back just before the party wrecked their raft by the shores of Vicenta and find out where she went lah. Okay, basically. So that's why I'm not putting out the calendar because it's a long time ago. I would say a couple months.
Wouldn't that want to go
Couple
to
months?
another day of
Yeah.
this?
So, Cass, the rest of you, you're not in this scene, so no table talking, okay? But some bits might be important, so I leave it to your discretion. Alright, so Cass, after all that seafaring adventure, you're starting to feel like you've had enough of the ocean for now. And just in time, because just as you came to your senses, instead of face planting the beach, you are face planting a very soft carpet. Because remember, you were on the raft, right? And then it was stormy and everything, and then everyone was on the raft, but then everybody went katunk, and then you thought you were also falling onto the sand at the shores of the new island that you guys floated off towards, but instead of your face hitting sand, it hits a carpet.
Okay.
Okay? So the dizzy sensation of a teleportation spell starts to overwhelm you. So can you give me a constitution save?
I just borrow some stuff. Now Oh, 19.
19, very good. Okay, so you don't throw up, you're fine, but it's still a little bit dizzy. Then you look around and you realize you are back at Waterdeep. Okay? You are back in Tower Blackstaff. and Danilo is right next to you. So he teleported with you. Yes. No, he cannot teleport.
Oh.
Something else happened, which you will see. Stop. Cass is here.
Ooh.
Wait. Here. Cass is here with Danilo. Where's Danilo?
Yeah.
Can you put him there also? Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Danilo is standing next to you. He's just like you. He's also covered in sand and salt water. Yeah. So he also seems to have no idea what just happened and why you guys showed up back in Waterdeep. Okay. So he looks a bit dazed himself, and he's like sweeping the sand off his body, and he's helping you up lah. Okay. Then he looks kind of confused as well, and you see the harper pin on his vest is glowing softly, and then the glow disappears.
I have Hopper Pin as well, actually. Is that glowing as well?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes. And when you hold it, you can feel the teleportation magic slowly fizzle away. Okay? So he says, he looks around, and you see that this private room of yours, right, starts to become more and more populated. So more and more people start teleporting in, and they all look just as dazed as you. They're like, what? Yeah. And then pop, 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 pop. Okay, altogether there's around 50-ish people. Some humans, some half elves, some gnomes, some halflings. It's a whole mix of people, and they are all harpers. You can see with the pin that they have on their clothing. Okay, so people, they start to get confused. So they start talking, and you can hear the confusion starting to grow up, like what's happening. But there's no panic because they know that this is a safe house. Okay, and then a hidden door on the side opens, and Laurel Silverhand walks in. I did not prepare her picture. Let me show you her picture. Okay, Laurel Silverhand walks in. She's a very beautiful lady. She's very, very old, but she still looks very young. She looks like this. Okay, this is Laurel Silverhand. She is Calvin Blackstaff's wife. Okay, so she's the mistress of the tower. She walks in, and she's accompanied by another lady. Okay, so these two people walk in, and she looks extremely sad. And instead of the silvery gown that you saw that she's wearing, right, she is dressed completely in black. Okay, and the black dress fades into a soft blue as it shows the floor. And then once she steps into the room, right, you can feel her presence, cause she is very stately. She's a very stately lady. Then all the confusion slowly dies down, and everybody falls quiet. And then Danilo stands a bit protectively in front of you. Okay. And then they all look up to her because she is floating in on a disc. And then she says, "My husband is dead."
Oh shit, I thought this was from Greco.
And then slowly the crowd starts to shout and they start to exclaim. But Danilo beats them to it. He says, "What? But how can it be? He's the Blackstaff." And then other people they start to exclaim also, like, "No, this is a lie, no, but what about Elminster? Screw Elminster!" And then another person is like, "He'll be back! It's an illusion!" Yeah, so you hear a lot of people exclaiming, and then until Laura holds up her hand, okay? And when she holds up her hand, it's empty, but then she summons the staff, and then Calvin's staff appears in her hand, and she holds it like this, okay? And then she puts it down on the floor, like this, and when the staff touches the floor, there is a soft wave that flows through the whole room, and it commands silence, so everybody falls back silent. And then she says, "Calvin Arunson is dead, but his work shall continue, which is why all of you are called here now. From today, brothers and sisters, you are no longer harpers. you are now moon stars. So at that point, everybody's badge, right? From the heart-shaped pin, it changes into a symbol of a scroll with a mark of Mistra's 7-pointed star. Okay, so your pin changes as well.
Okay.
Okay, because these pins are the Harper pins that Calvin himself assigned. So they are special. Yeah.
Not Harper.
Yes. So as she speaks, everybody's pins glow and shift, and then Layro hands the black staff to the lady that is with her. Okay, and she introduces the lady. She says, "This is Sarah Chandran. She is the new black staff." And you see this young lady with a green gem embedded in her head right here. Yeah, so she looks kind of special. And she accepts the black staff from Layro. Okay, so Danilo watches everything happen. He's too stunned because he can't accept this. Brain not computing. So he's just stunned. And Layro says, "Calvin sacrificed his magic to create Rimenthin, the hidden city of hope. So there will be no funeral, as there is no body to bury. From now, he lives in us." Okay, and then what do you do?
I just stand there and go, what do I do?
Danilo does not seem to hear you at this point because he is very stricken himself. After all, this is his uncle. Yeah, so he looks, his nose is red, his eyes are red, and then he just finds himself wandering off towards Layro, which is his aunt. And then he grabs her and hugs her. And they both start to cry a little bit. Yeah, so everybody else is like talking. Yeah, and for you, Cass, you are special because that pin actually does not belong to you.
Belongs to someone else.
Yes, it belongs to...
Greco. Wait, what?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
So, Hero, can you for insight, please?
Oh shit, one.
Okay, you have no idea what to do right now.
Nope.
Maybe you should leave.
Yeah. Yeah. Right away. Wait, hold on.
That kind of pickpockets.
I don't pickpocket sad people.
That's the line. There's the line. Finally drawn.
No problem.
Anyone but sad people.
We're trying
Poor people.
Poor
Rich
people,
people.
people on the verge of
You're
death.
not there!
But sad people, no, that's just too far.
It's too far.
Makes me sick.
Criminals, I'll take their money. I'll take their clothes.
Oh man.
Yeah, where would you like to go now? Danilo looks pretty occupied right now.
Okay, I'm gonna go locate the door.
Okay, yeah, the door's right there. Look at the door's right there.
I'm gonna leave through the door.
Where's the door? She's sending you everywhere.
My weakness.
Okay.
Trying to get out of the room. Just scratching at the wall.
Okay, yeah, you can leave the door. You can leave the door. So
Okay,
you
the door's right next to her.
Yeah, the door's right next to you. So please put yourself in C1. You find yourself in the central passage. Now this is part of the tower, but it's part of the tower you've never been to before. It's actually a pocket dimension that is attached to one of the rooms inside the tower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I walk perception on like this room?
Yes, please.
You can use a spell.
Oh. Is there anyone in the room?
Here no.
Okay.
Everybody seems to be inside the room that you just came out of.
Okay, I'm going to hide in the shadows, and then I'm gonna go sneak around. Oh my gosh.
It's fine. You've got like class 12 or something.
Yeah, I got plus 12. 16.
You managed to hide.
Okay.
Somehow. There's so much cover here. There's a bush.
like to open like these rooms and stuff.
Okay,
Oh,
Cass,
well,
which
behind
room
the
would you
bush.
like to look at first?
Pick up the bush.
Yeah, it's a potted plant, so you can carry the plant with you.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
And then if anyone comes, I'll just put it down and hide behind it.
Yes, you can do that. You
Okay.
can totally do that.
Okay,
So-
so C7.
Okay. This is the library. Yeah, so when you open it's the library. And then you see some of the moon stars here. Ex-Harper moon star. Yeah, they are moon stars now. And they are sobbing their eyes out. And they are sharing some wine for comfort. They're like yeah, that's what they're doing.
I don't want to be focused.
A few of them are already drunk and an absolute mess. And one of them is like, it was my hero. And then another one is like, it was like a father to me.
Can you be sad when you're unconscious?
And then there's another one going, no.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to them and then I'm going to ask them whether they know what happened to him.
They don't look like they're in any shape to talk to you.
I use
You
conversion.
just, you don't have it. He just died, you know. How could you
No.
say that?
This is another bottle of wine.
Yeah. So
Oh,
the
that's dagger heel.
Oh yeah, it's the dagger.
Covered emotions.
So whoever whom you spoke to, right, just grab your shirt and start sobbing into your boobs.
I give him a handkerchief.
Why? Like grabs and then they're like on the floor. Somebody passes that person another wine, drinks.
Is anyone I can talk to?
You could try. Yes, not all over you right now though.
Oh. I'm gonna leave. Can I try? Okay, I'm gonna try C5.
Okay.
Sad people is Cass's only weakness.
Oh wait, you went to C7 ah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Kelvin's office.
Oh, never mind. Wait, where was the library?
You're at the library now.
Oh, this is
Oh,
the
okay.
Yeah.
Was
Okay,
it
in that
C5
case,
then?
I'm gonna go to C7.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, sorry. I missed the numbers. Yeah, so this is Kelvin's office. The door is open and Leroy is standing there. Yeah, and she's surrounded by people who are sharing her grief. So some of them are giving her bouquets, condolence money,
Money.
scrolls, yeah,
Money?
for funerals like that. Yeah, but it's in that kind of velvet box, black velvet box out of respect. And then somebody was kind of stupid, brought a huge painting of Calvin like this big, carried it in, and then when a few of the people who are there saw it, right, they just burst out crying again. Yeah. But Leroy remains cool and calm, and she just accepts the gifts as they come, and she thanks them one by one. There's a queue lah if you want.
Okay, I'm
to
gonna.
speak
Yeah.
with her.
I'm gonna get to the queue.
Okay, can you roll 1d4?
Oh no.
Oh my god, it's a very long queue.
Oh.
One. It was you stood in it for 1 hour.
Oh,
Yeah. So now Leroy is looking at you and she's expecting you to say something
my condolences.
in that way.
My condolences.
You said both.
Yeah.
Something sweet.
So, oh shit, I said it wrongly.
Yeah.
What's and then I'm gonna give her a ruby brooch. Cause that's what I have.
Okay.
That's nice.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm gonna ask her whether like what do you want us to do now in order to revenge him?
She says, there is nothing you can do. His death was in efforts of creating a city after all. It's to help the people.
Oh. I thought she like died in the siege or something. I don't say that.
No, it is to reconstruct an ancient city. So him and a few other close friends sacrificed themselves, to enable this to happen.
Okay.
The city is now safe.
Who lives there?
Elves?
Okay, alright.
And humans alike. It is a safe haven for many people.
Well, that's nice of him. That's brave of him. Okay, I leave. I'm gonna go find Dandelion.
Okay. So when you step away, she starts to hug another person, and then they start to she accepts the gift, they hug, they sob a little bit, and it goes on for a while. And yeah, shows she's gonna be busy here for a bit. So where would you like to go next?
See, we were just here.
Yeah, C7, C5 and then.
We could just ignore all the rooms. I'm quite fine.
Oh yeah.
C6. This looks like a. Oh, this is a hot tub.
Okay,
That's the
this is a guest bedroom.
Kelvin's hot tub. Legendary artifact.
His bedrooms and the ladies' bedrooms are all upstairs, which is not accessible to you. So
Okay.
yeah, this is public space.
Okay.
So over here, right, this is a spare bedroom. It's a guest bedroom, well used by the apprentices and friends of Blackstaff. So it is well furnished and comes equipped with a lot of items that a traveling adventurer would require. You are free to take anything that you find here.
Okay.
Okay, so there are items on the bed, items on the wall, items in the chest. Which would you like to look at first?
The wall.
Okay, the wall, there's a 10-foot pole, there's a rope of climbing, there's a pickaxe, there's a dagger +1, there's a lantern, and there's a crowbar.
Okay, I'm gonna take the rope of climbing.
Okay. Do you want to look at the things in the chest?
And I'm also sorry, and the +1 dagger as well.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And can I look at the chest, please?
The chest has a scroll of cloud kill, scroll of ice storm, scroll of fire shield, scroll of tongues, scroll of water breathing, potion of superior healing ×3, ring of protection +1, amulet of protection +1, vial of acid, candles ×10, spyglass, alchemist fire ×3, and a portable hole.
You just take the portable hole and just put it inside.
Yeah.
Take a photo and just.
Yeah, actually,
That's just the rope thinking that should be going through her brain.
I'm gonna take the portable hole.
Just the portable hole?
No, and put everything inside.
Okay, yes,
So-
so please add all of that into your inventory.
Okay. Can you do
Should just give her the list of everything that you have. And she's just gonna sweep the entire room into a portable hole. Oh my god.
How big is the portable hole? I can hide in it. I
It's
can live
a
there.
15 by 15 room. I can check it for you.
Just take
thank
everything.
you.
It's literally what it is. It's a
Thank you.
portable hole. You can go in it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hide in there.
But you can only survive in there for a bit
10
before
minutes.
before you run out of air.
Suffocate. But the thing is that you need an action to put it up. So it's very hard to use in combat.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Okay.
please don't use it in combat.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you're
Okay.
unless
should sign, close
It
it.
can break.
unless you're desperate.
Oh.
People can break it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very. It's,
Okay.
it's
Yeah, you
considered
can.
fragile.
I let you use it if you're desperate. Otherwise, don't use it.
Okay.
So, would you like to look at the items on the bed?
Yes, please.
Okay, there's a wizard robes, cloak of elven kind, boots of levitation, gloves of swimming and climbing, goggles of night,
Wow.
bedroll, and a blanket.
I'm gonna take the boots of levitation and the gloves.
Okay,
Gloves of climbing and swimming.
yes.
Okay.
Oh, looks like there's things under the bed too.
That's
Oh, wow.
not greedy, it's not a thief.
I'm gonna look under there as well.
There's a bucket, a flask to put wine, and a tent.
I'm gonna take the bucket.
Okay.
Yes, that's exactly what you should choose.
You may wish to rest here too if you like. It's free for you.
Oh, there's a picture for portable hole.
So, okay. That's actually very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
If you want to read it.
Would you like to? Not now.
Okay,
Would you like to rest
Yeah.
first?
Yeah,
Okay.
actually.
So you rest for 8 hours, Okay. Then the next day, where would you go now?
C4.
Like the bomb or.
Finish looting, fall asleep at the same spot.
Oh, that is exactly.
Oh, this is the potion lab. So you see some of the new moon stars here, they are working here. Yeah, so they are all in morning now, so they are all dressed in black robes. And they are working on
Hangover chaos.
potions. So all sorts of liquids are bubbling and boiling, distilling and mixing here. It's a little dangerous to touch anything.
Oh, touch it.
It's okay, you're rogue. Echoes in your head.
Okay, I want to touch something.
What would you touch?
Everything.
There's something bubbling, there's something boiling, and there's something spewing.
Spirit.
I'm gonna touch this dude.
Okay. Give me a dex save.
18.
Good, but you get a little burnt by some acid. Take 2 damage.
Why did I do that? I just
Wait, it's a deck save, right? You have evasion, you take no damage.
You shut up, you're not dead.
You
Evade from 2
Yes.
points of damage.
It's all if it's a deck save.
I know.
It's
Yes. Okay. I don't know why I did that though.
to test your abilities.
Danilo is not here.
Yeah, I think. Okay, I'm gonna go C3 then.
Don't forget you got uncanny dodge too.
Okay, this is the appointment room. Oh wait, no. Sorry. Wrong page. C3 is it's a meeting room. Same. It's a meeting room. You see some when you open, right, you see that there are some wizards here gathered together having a meeting of some sort. But you cannot hear them because they are covered in a dome.
Okay.
It's some kind of a sanctuary dome where you see them talking, but you can't hear a thing.
Oh, I'm gonna try to lip read.
Okay.
Is that insight? No.
This will be Arcana.
Oh, okay. Never mind. 7.
You have no idea. Yabadabadu. No. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, you take one glance around and Danilo is not there.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go to C2.
Okay. Danilo is here. Yeah. So he's waiting here, standing here waiting, and it seems he was standing here for some time. You went to
Like for
sleep.
8 hours.
Not for that long lah. Yeah, but he looked like he was waiting for you. Yeah. He probably saw you, but he didn't want to disturb you because you were asleep. So he just waited for you
So
in
nice.
his room.
With your new bag of loot.
Yes.
With my portable.
Oh, it's a whole, so just it's a handkerchief.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a bag shaped handkerchief. It's a circular handkerchief.
It's up to you actually.
It's circular. Because acne.
Okay.
Okay, so Danilo is here, and instead of his usual happy-go-lucky self, right, he looks very solemn, and you see that his eyes are red and his cheeks are puffy, and he looks like he has not slept. Yeah, he looks quite upset. Then he says, "I have some business in Neverwinter. Are you coming?"
Yes.
Yes.
So he takes your hand and then he steps into the carpet. So you see the blue carpet, it starts to glow and you feel yourself pulled away from this place into another. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I will cut scene here, okay? Alright, so where's Cass? Cass died. Oh. Okay, can I have both Cass and Nano? Thank you. Okay, I'll cut scene here. Alright, so let's move back to